A very good evening. You're joining in with Prime TV News and I'm Tharkan Kulathunga. Let's take a look at today's top stories first. Part of the Hatton-Bhagavan-Talawa main road subsides. Indian couple nabbed with 24 million rupees worth of heroin. Gamini Senarath's case is postponed for the 23rd. 2 die in wasp attacks in Denyaya. In headlines overseas, UN says 13 million in Yemen are facing starvation. Moving on to news in detail. First, in local news, a section of the Hatton-Bhagavan-Talawa main road has subsided about 12 feet deep in the Norwood New Waligama area. As such, the police suspended the movement of traffic along this road. Residents in the area have been called upon to be cautious. A section above the Castleway Reservoir in the Norwood New Waligama area had been subject to the subsidence. It is reported to be around 10 feet deep. There is a threat of 5 houses located nearby collapsing into the Castleway Reservoir. The area had been subjected to a landslide several days earlier. 23 members of 5 families living in affiliation to the area have been evacuated to secure locations. Norwood Police has taken measures to completely halt the vehicular movement on the relevant part of the road owing to the landslide activation in the area and has instructed the motorists to use alternative routes for the time being. Minister Palani Digambaran toured the area inspecting the locations where the landslide has been active. The minister announced that houses will be constructed at suitable, safe locations for the displaced families. Norelia District Secretary Rohana Pushpakumara said that a landslide had been active in the area for about 10 days. About 3 days back, it had been severe and the movement of traffic along the road had been halted. Inmates of 5 houses in the area had been evacuated. This has been informed to the Disaster Management Ministry and the Disaster Management Unit. The Disaster Management Ministry will give them 1.2 million rupees and a block of land to build their house, or 1.6 million rupees will be given for them without land being provided. These are the 2 options they have. Their housing issue will be sorted out once they select one of the 2 options. At present, they have put up with their relatives. The Norelia district said that the road problem is serious. The present weather condition should ease if an inspection is to be carried out. Until then, the people are requested to use alternate routes. Deputy Director of the Disaster Management Centre said that the people had already been advised to use alternate routes due to the earth slip, as this stretch has been closed for traffic. Motorists can travel on the Castleway Norton Road and enter the Mao-Sakale Junction. He called on the people living in the vicinity to be cautious about any landslide threats. An Indian couple has been taken into custody at the Katunayake International Airport. They were arrested for possessing more than 2 kilograms of heroin valued at more than 24 million rupees. The Police Narcotics Bureau at the Katunayake International Airport arrested the Indian couple. They had arrived in the island from Chennai. The 2 kilograms of heroin was found concealed in a false bottom of the main luggage. Investigations revealed that today's visit of the 35-year-old male suspect was his 8th trip to Sri Lanka since 2017. The arrested couple was due to be produced in the Negombo Magistrates Court and further grilled following detention orders from the court. The case filed against 4 persons, including former President Mahinda Rajapaksa's Chief of Staff Gamini Senarath, was summoned for hearing at the High Court at Bar today. Defence attorneys said that the defence party had still not submitted certain documents related to the case. The court informed the attorneys to submit the documents that had not been received through a list. The High Court at Bar ordered to resummon the case on the 23rd of this month to make inquiries in this respect. The first permanent High Court had earlier ordered to take up this case for hearing on a daily basis with effect from the 30th of this month. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa's Chief of Staff Gamini Senarath, former Managing Director of the Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation Piyadasa Kudabalage, former Samurdhi Commissioner Neil Bandara Hapuwinna and Lasantha Bandara appeared in the High Court at Bar today. They are accused of committing this financial fraud by illegally investing in the Helenco Hotel private company at a sum of 500 million rupees given by Litro Lanka Gas Company to Canwin Holdings Company. The Attorney General has filed indictments against the defendants under the Public Property Act, the Money Laundering Prevention Act and the Penal Code. 18.5 billion rupees has been allocated on cabinet approval in the year 2012 for a Grand Hyatt Regent Hotel project being constructed under a company affiliated to the Sri Lanka Insurance Corporation. The Financial Criminal Investigations Division carried out an inquiry on a misappropriation incident using 4 billion rupees of this amount for the Hyatt Regent Hotel project in Hambantota. A grandmother and her grandson have died following a wasp attack in the Denyaya area. The wasp nest had been built on the roof of house in the Hinguruhena area at Kirivaldola in Denyaya. The 2-year-old child and the grandmother had died after being attacked by the wasps. The grandmother was only 68 years of age. It is reported that only the two of them were in the house at the time of the wasp attack. The Criminal Investigations Department is planning to get a statement from President Maithripala Sirisena based on a complaint made by Presidential Secretariat. The complaint has been lodged with respect to a conspiracy to assassinate the President and Gotabaya Rajapaksa. A report was published on the 12th of September this year with regard to a conspiracy to assassinate President Maithripala Sirisena and Gotabaya Rajapaksa. It had cited Namal Kumara from an organization called the Anti-Corruption Force. Namal Kumara had mentioned the involvement of former DIG of the Terrorist Investigations Division, Nalaka De Silva, in this conspiracy. The Criminal Investigations Department, which commenced inquiries in this regard, had recorded a statement from Gotabaya Rajapaksa. The Criminal Investigations Department said that it would be possible to take a decision with respect to DIG Nalaka Silva after recording a statement from Police Chief Pujit Jayasundara. The joint opposition has continuously made allegations that investigations with respect to the incident were being delayed. But sleuths of the Criminal Investigations Department said that they were conducting inquiries based on a formal strategy and no one was interfering in these inquiries under the present government. These officials further stated that there were no obstructions for them even to record a statement from the President. The former head of the Terrorist Investigations Division, Nalaka De Silva, has already been sent on compulsory leave while a separate inquiry is in progress over the automatic firearms of the division that had gone missing. Members of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna of the Galle Municipal Council has protested a resolution moved by the party. The Galle Municipal Council met today under the patronage of its Mayor Priyantha Sahabandhu. Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna member Mahavithana Nihal moved a resolution calling for the removal of the municipal engineer from his position. The resolution contained more than 20 undue actions said to have been committed by this particular engineer. Independent member S. Kulathilaka, supporting the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, expressed his protest to the resolution, claiming it was a character assassination. Later, Kalum Seneviratna, a member of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna, expressed views criticizing the behavior of the mayor and members of his party. This followed heated arguments. The resolution received 19 votes in favour, while 9 votes were cast against it. The number killed in an accident that happened in the Uttalapura area in Dehiyata Kandiya last night has risen to 4. The accident happened following the collision of a tipper truck with a motorcycle. The father and 2 sons who were on the motorbike died on the spot. The other child, who sustained critical injuries, died this morning. The mother, who was critically injured, is receiving treatment in hospital. And that is it on Prime News for tonight. Thank you for watching. For more updates, visit www.itanews.lk. Good night.